Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
You are prepared.
You want? Oh, yeah.
Don't enter into too much. If you enter you back. Enter is different from entering. It's an
Good
entering.
evening to you out there. It's another time to discuss issue as it is. Jokes aside is the program. And my name is MC Too Much. Western Spring Television, channel 190 Star Times. That's where we are. And we are seated this evening to discuss that which we have on our table. Once again, good evening to you. And I have my guys seated already, Chocolate Cassie and Jam Michael. Today we are having just two of them. So we are three on set today due to one or two positive issues. And
Yeah.
positive
Harry?
So Cassie, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm great. Fabulous. You know, happy. It's nice to be here. I'm ready for you guys. No, the last time this happened, it was me against you two. And by the time I was done with Jam Michael, he could not come on set for like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
By the time you done with
By the time I was
Jam
done with him, we did not sing for like
It
2 or
has
3
never
weeks.
happened. I went on leave.
Yeah, no.
You know I can't run
You,
away.
you went to recover.
when you mentioned by the time you're done with Jam Michael,
Yeah, by the time
how
I
do you
was
mean?
done with him.
Wow.
Exactly how you
Where
think
did you
am.
done with me?
Anyhow you want to think I'm not say it be. When I was done with you, it took you 2
Where
weeks
did you?
to
What were you
recover.
done with
So
me?
I'm here again
It took him
to
2 weeks to
massacre you
recover.
guys.
Wow.
Thank you too much. If you don't get it,
Forget about it.
I love your hairstyle.
Thank
Great,
you. Thank you.
great attire and
Thank you.
that she did have
Wow.
braiding.
You're
feeling.
also looking good too. I love
Thank
the
you
suit
so
on you. Suits your color.
Thank you so much.
If
and
God wants to
appreciate.
bless you today, don't give me my own compliment with the way you gave me. Don't like me. You
No,
see?
you're also looking
No,
good.
no, no,
too.
violence
I
is
like
that.
your, is it Vans or what is it called? The
Don't just leave
I
it.
think it's all style.
You've said already that you like it.
If I.
If I, yeah, if I.
So Jam Michael, how are you today?
I'm HAPPY.
Oh,
Feels so great. I'm very, very happy, coming around here tonight, this evening. And seeing this beautiful lady. I don't know how we'll talk today, Seth, because
she can't do our middle.
how we will dissect the
I did
issue.
ready for now.
She's
She
the
can't do
issue, Seth.
our middle, and that's sweet in the middle.
Anybody if you call it pa
Do you
pa
wanna?
anytime.
Okay,
She's in our middle. That's
see
sweet
in the middle. Do you wanna? Okay, I kiss my rest.
No, what I'm saying is far different from what you
Yeah.
imagine.
Are you in my mind? Are
You are
me
both saying
you?
the
Are
same
you
thing.
mine?
You are both saying the same thing.
No, you cannot say,
You're
say
both
that.
saying the
You
same
can, you're
thing.
not reading. You can't read our mind.
And you dress like pastor. Can't they talk
So
with
anybody
you?
will
You
wear
know, they
wear
godly.
coat.
No,
Now, pastor, sorry,
when I was
sorry.
in the world, then if I say anything, you can question it. But just as you said, I just like a pastor. So
Yes.
why will I be insinuating?
Right
that,
on, choir master.
I celebrate grace.
Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah.
All right, we need to go on this short break. When we come back, the topic for today, we'll bring it and let's see how we'll be able to discuss it well. Thank God we just have Cassie and Jam Michael.
What are you thanking God for?
I'm not
that?
thanking God because King Give is not here, but this particular issue, we'll be able to deal with it well. Because everybody will have time to. I'm not saying King Give. Now they make me feel like as if
We
King Give
dig with it
is-
well.
You don't even talk anything. You mentioned King Give.
I
No,
didn't.
he
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anybody's name. You didn't mention name. You named name. I did not name name.
will be back.
I didn't know that, suddenly I just saw myself on air, and I didn't know I was on air, and I was still talking like I'm talking right now. I don't even know I'm on air.
Welcome back to the show. So before we went on break, we promised to drop the topic for today. Now, the topic we want to look at today is the past in a relationship. Does the past matter in a relationship? That is to say, people coming into a relationship talking about their past or trying to bring it forth. Some people tend to use their past to judge their present relationship. Some people, because of their past, it affected the present. Probably they kept it away from their partner, and he later finds out. And I know what that means. It may just lead to the end of such a relationship. So do you think the past matter in a relationship?
Not necessarily.
Whether positive or negative?
I feel like it depends. There are some actually negative ones that, doesn't necessarily matter. People change, people evolve, people become better versions of themselves. So we wouldn't necessarily say, okay, because you did all of these things in the past, so therefore you're a bad person and you don't deserve happiness in life. But there are also some certain things that you do and you're just like, nah, you deserve karma for this. And yeah, that's what I feel like. So there are some certain things that you could say, okay, yeah, it's negative, but still, they still deserve a chance at happiness, at love, and that there are some things that are just, nah, your partner needs to know about these atrocious acts that you've committed.
All right. What about people that tend to judge the present with the past? Maybe you had a very abusive ex, or the relationship that you left, something happened, the person you left mutually, and this present guy is not doing what the former was doing. Do you think it will be fair on that particular the present guy, you judging him with the
referring
past?
to the
That's like carrying your baggage from past relationships into the present one. It's not right, actually. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't know how to take their time to heal. Like, you leave a relationship and the next second you want to enter another one. That's not how it's supposed to be. Like, take your time.
How long should?
As long as it depends. It varies. It's based on individual. Like, how long it will take you. It's possible. It could take me 1 week to get over somebody. It could take me 1 year. It could take me a day. It could even take me like no time at all. Maybe I was not really into you. And I don't really
now, it take you like a year to get over me because you love me.
So it just depends on the person. If you know you were so into this person, it's going to take you a very long time to get over that person. Take your time, heal, get yourself back. Because by the time you are bringing all that baggage, all that scar, all the hurt into the new relationship, you're just going to sabotage it. You're going to start judging him based on this. Maybe he gets angry at you, and next thing you're thinking, oh, he's going to hit me, but he didn't even do anything. But because of the whole trauma from the past abusive relationship, you're already like spoiling it for this one, and it just ruins your chance of happiness. So I wouldn't really advise that.
Michael, you meet a lady that wants to compare you with her past guy or her ex. Let me use that. I don't know you past guy. I ask like, guy, you notice it with the gym. You notice it, my former guy, my former for everything she will say, my former guy.
When I was with
this guy,
when I was with Toby,
how will you feel?
That's it.
Will it not look like
it's a number one turn off?
She's trying to prepare you to do well.
What you just said now happened recently. And whenever we're talking, the lady just said that. See, a real man. See, when I was
you tell you say a real man.
When I was saying as a real man.
You be fake man.
Then one day I got angry. I was like, you know what? Go and meet your real man. Let me be. And that was the beginning of the downfall of that relationship. It actually crashed. It's it is not fair. Why will you refer me?
Wait.
So we are people coming from different backgrounds.
When she was saying a real man, was it that you were not doing some things well? Probably.
Okay, maybe probably no. It was about
no.
If you know it's not that one.
Wait. Were you not performing well?
That
were
was
you
the
not
reason. It was
caring
about
enough? Were you not
about calls? You were not calling like.
Okay, real man will call.
The person the kind of job I do. I don't have the time like that to call at all times, and she wants someone that will be calling, someone that will be online with her always, to talk, to chat, blah 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 blah, to watch all our videos, and you're like, no, I'm sorry, I don't have the time to do all those things.
You don't have the time.
I don't have all the time to do that.
So that was a complaint,
So
that
she was
a
always
real man
complaining
will
about
watch a
one thing.
video.
Yeah, a real man,
Because
when
for
you
a
give
woman
the-
to say a real man, probably she expects you to carry, maybe she's big or something, or, you know, she expects you to carry her. Maybe she expects you to do
I think
something.
the problem she had was she was just obsessed, kind of.
With
She was
what?
obsessed.
Maybe she wanted more attention. Maybe she's used to getting a lot of attention from people in her life, and you were not giving her as
And
much.
that is what we are talking about.
You're not giving her as much attention.
And that is what we are talking about.
as
Maybe where she was
she's
coming
used
from, the
to.
person, maybe the person don't get work, or maybe the person they can't work when they do. Didn't get time to they follow woman chat always. They call after every 15 minutes. Hello. Even this kind of person, when you tell them, hello, you know what, I'm busy right now, please call me back later. Just like in the next 3 minutes.
Again.
I said, call me back later, I'm busy. I said, I'm busy. Maybe probably I'm in the studios, I'm doing something.
But
So this
what
kind of person will
happened to-
understand that next thing, you just come out and, no. And one day, there was this heavy nagging, like, Nico, why won't you watch my videos? I sent you videos, I want to watch. And I was like, oh, is it compulsory I must watch all your videos? And this person will send like 10, 15 videos in a day. And I felt like, me?
Of herself.
Yeah.
Now movie she did.
No be movies, so
Now actress.
she want me to know everything she did do. So,
Oh, she was trying
my
to
showcase,
goodness,
let me
showcase
see
everything she.
a business and
No,
stuff.
I feel
But
like-
fine, it's not bad. She wants me to encourage whatever she's doing, but I told her that the kind of job I do, I need time for myself too. I have to work. I'm busy. doing one or two things, she wouldn't listen.
Ja Michael, if to say, I don't want to say you don't like the girl, but you know things say, if not babe where be say you dey where you dey.
That's actually what I want.
If you send 15 videos, at least you
You'd
watch
find time.
5. You just find
You'd
way
actually
to
find time.
you
Let
know
me tell you
make
one
her.
thing. You know, I said
happy.
something the other time. I said we are human beings coming from different backgrounds. And you know, we have our own principles too. We have a way of our life. You just come into my life. You can't just impose your life on me. Like, this is what you want. Me to have things I want. I have things I do. I have things I will not do.
But you know, for ladies absolutely love attention.
That is for ladies.
I know it's a lady you're
They
going to
love
date. Now. It's not
attention.
man you are
Fine,
dating.
See,
It's ladies,
it is not that I'm
right?
not giving her the attention.
But it was not enough.
But she wants, like, all the time.
But-
when
but-
I
Because
send
there
this,
are
you must
actually
check
some
it.
men out
When
there
I do
that
this,
would
you
even be
must-
the one to ask you to send pictures or videos of
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, you can't
get-
imagine me walking in the studios right now. I'm on the show, I'm talking, and she's calling me, and you expect me to just...
No. There are some times that you are not on air.
Would you talk?
And let me share from my experience. Though.
Okay.
Okay.
Those days where I did lag, I did hustle. So I don't have a regular job. Before I got the regular job, there was time that I don't have a regular job.
Okay, you're doing a regular job, like...
I did hustle, MC, comedy. So sometimes I did day, sometimes one full day. I don't go anywhere. You know? So I have time for my babe then. We just the but when regular job come, you know, can they be like that again? It's not left for her to understand that things have changed.
But this person met me on the
Again.
job.
Now she met you on the job, and you
and
you
she
are supposed to
knew-
understand a kind of person, her love language.
Exactly.
If you know saying a person will need attention and you don't get
Exactly.
enough attention,
Exactly.
whether you go borrow attention or you go leave.
Brother,
Exactly.
and we discussed
Honestly.
it. We discussed it several times. Then I now realized another thing is that anytime I give her the attention, after talking for like 10, 15 minutes, she will go back to what has happened in 2 days ago. And you know, 2 days ago, you did this and that. She will start complaining about what happened 2, 3 days ago. Man, that one don't go now. Let's talk about now. And
Okay,
that's
una
when we
don't-
need to
una don't
fight.
come talk don't finish.
We now start fighting again.
I don't feel like they were compatible.
Whenever we, so when
don't
I looked
think
at
so.
everything, I just felt like, you know what?
I don't think you guys are
it seems we're not
compatible.
compatible. So I just told her that, you know what?
Because honestly,
Let's
if you
just be
are,
friends.
even if you are very busy, you always find a way. You would even be craving that free time to talk to the person. So I don't really think you were into her, like, you know, the way you're supposed to be into someone.
Yeah,
That's what I feel.
But sometimes, when relationship don't stay, which I think I need to know the reason why. When relationship don't take, we discover that it begins to decline.
Dwindle, gradually
dwindles.
goes down.
You know, it nosedive. So you be like, what is happening? At the beginning, everything
shock
they
you.
go
They
well.
beninging.
Before you know what is happening, those days you used to go out, you know,
Yeah.
enjoy yourself. But now
Yeah.
nothing is happening. Not
But I don't think it's like me. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. I believe in one thing when we talk about relationship.
because the
we believe in
beginning,
understanding.
the beginning of that relationship, you give that babe attention.
And one thing
Then
that
when we were friends, when we were friends, we were always talking. But because then I was not that really too busy like that. So when she has an issue, when I come back at night, you know, I close very late at night. When I come back, when she has an issue, she will share with me. We will talk. We try to midnight too. But recently I got busier and I explained everything to her that, you know what, I'm now doing this, so thing has joined my work, or you have to understand, or blah, 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 blah. But she wouldn't still understand.
Okay.
You
wants
see,
that same kind of attention.
one thing with ladies is that once you start a pattern with them,
You go be like,
you
say,
really have
make
to
it
maintain
like
it.
you must
like
maintain
that.
it.
You just
And
really
at
have
times
to. Or
that was why I said understanding.
they end up feeling like you don't love them anymore. Your love has dwindled. You're giving attention to someone else, and so they just need that reassurance, basically.
But this person later felt like, you know what, okay, when I said, okay, we have to quit, she felt, okay, you know what, I won't complain about it, but I was like, no, it seems we are not compatible. If you say
Yeah, you
yes,
guys are
now,
compatible.
But how easy was it for you to just say, because you're not compatible, let go? You see,
we are adults, for Christ's sake,
Oh,
we are
God.
mature minds, so
No,
we should be able to talk
relationship,
now.
eh?
You will see things, that they see things.
Did you make any compromise whatsoever to try to at least make up for the fact that you were not giving her as much attention as
I dey all sit now. Now all sit I do. My mommy, daddy, I'm on the all sit. Yes.
No, you brought
Let
up
me
the
tell you
issue,
one thing.
and we're trying to see.
Actually,
to
I said
it.
we discussed it so many times, especially when we fight. I will tell her that. You will tell me I don't have time. I'm not giving you time.
Discussing.
I will tell you. You will tell me I'm not giving you time. Each time I give you time to talk again, when we are talking, you always bring up something that will lead to a fight. And at the end of the day,
I understand
the
that.
conversation-
Okay, talking about the past now, when we start relationship newly, there is this tendency of us trying to know the past of our partner. You say, tell me about your past.
Yeah.
Do you think some things are not meant to be said, or you just need to say some things in case in future you have issues, you will to say, you know, I told you about.
True.
Should you keep any secret from your partner?
Well, there are some things that men can't handle. You see, for ladies, for we women, I feel like we are all encompassing. You can literally tell us everything about your past, all the things you've done, how many people you've knocked, how many people have committed abortions for you. You can even say you've killed somebody in the past.
We don't look at like,
You can say you've even robbed.
Yeah, I'm gonna worry. Your head is there.
can
Hey,
say-
my guy has.
You can say you've robbed a bank before. You can say you've bumped somewhere before, and they'll just be like, okay, Shibi, you've changed. No problem. You're a better man now. You're a better version of yourself. So I love
Do you think
if you
all
flip it,
women?
a lot.
Do you think all women?
The ratio between men and women that will actually take it, the women will take it more than men. But if you flip the whole situation,
If
and you
guy
tell,
tell you say I slapped my ex, she misbehaved and I slapped her.
some women will still say, okay, maybe she deserved it. I'm
Waiting you
serious.
go think.
You feel slap me tomorrow. And I'm think. Me,
Now
you.
it means that
Because me, I'm wired
it
different.
means that it's past now. You are using it against.
against-
No, I am not.
That is why some people
And that is
will
why I would not agree.
I will
I would not
take-
agree totally with her on that.
I will take caution. I will take caution, knowing fully well that okay, he has a violence past.
But
I will take caution.
you don't create one room. Say this one.
And
really
that's
slaps
why
you.
I coming to the answer to your question, I don't feel like it's everything you should actually tell your partner, especially for ladies when it comes to men. It's not everything, because men cannot take some certain things. If you tell them things like, okay, when they're asking you, what's your body count, or this, that, or this.
But you telling me that difficult one, don't you think it will help us?
It will not.
When we are not praying for something bad.
It will not. When it comes to a man, there's some certain things that he doesn't need to know about your past.
But you
even
deserve
if-
to know my past in full.
Honestly, I don't think any lady would want to know whether you had sex with this person or sex with that person. We'd be more interested in deeper conversations. But you guys always like to ask questions that have to do with sexuality. That's the thing. We were not really interested in your sexuality. But you're always interested in sexuality.
When somebody says, tell me about your past.
They don't come out like that.
That question It's not for the positive.
So you talk about
No,
For me,
nobody comes
that's
out to
what I
say,
think.
tell me about your
talk
past.
about
They
your
start with, how many guys have you dated? Tell me about your past boyfriend. When they ask you how many guys have you dated, they're trying to know how many people you slept with. Basically.
May they know their jersey number.
You get? Basically, they're going to do all of that. They want to know how many flings, this, that. They want to know every single thing that you did. Like, it's not, I don't think it's that information. I don't think that information is necessary. I could tell you how many guys I've dated, but if you don't want to go deeper and say how many people
How
have
many
you,
don't-
how many have
no,
you?
no.
they're
How many
like,
guys have you dated?
then that one is not your.
Cassie,
If it's how many guys have you dated, I can answer that question.
Cassie, like,
If
how
you're
many
my
guys have you dated?
boyfriend.
Cassie.
But if it's how many, what's your body count, then I feel like that question is not even necessary to start with. Because will you be able to take it if I give it to you?
Jan Michael,
I would disagree with her on one point.
if
I would
a
concur with her.
lady is holding information from you, is that lady saving you from a lot, or she's trying to protect herself? According
She's
to
protecting herself.
According to Cassie
She's
now,
protecting
saying
herself.
that if I tell you, will you be able to handle it?
She's protecting herself. She is.
But she is saying that she's looking out for you. He doesn't want.
He's not looking out for me. If you want, if you are my lead,
No, I'm
I will
not.
concur
I'm
with
not
her in
looking out
one-
for him.
I would-
I'm looking out for the fact
He
that
may not be able to
if he
handle
uses-
it.
concur with her.
it will destroy the relationship because his ego, his own mind, the
I will
insecurity will
concur
pop
with
up.
her in one aspect. She said, you don't have to let out everything. You have to sieve some things because we are. I said, I will go back to what I said the other time. We are people coming from different backgrounds. Our maturity level is it differs. What I can take, you may not be able to take. What you can take, I may not be able to take. So it depends on the kind of person you are dealing with. If you are dealing with a kind of guy that is matured, that can take things, that you feel like, well, this one will take anything from me. You can let out a lot of things, but still don't let out everything out to a guy. And I will concur with her based on what she said again, that women can take things more than we guys. Once a woman is in love with you, she feels like, well, I don't care, that one, all things are passed away, all things have become. She will even quote the Bible for all things are passed away, everything has become new. Women will do that.
But a man will not.
The man will not. But there are some things
That must be said.
that must be said that you need to know. No, imagine now that, and I'll meet, imagine that this lady stays on my street. Or maybe I came to this area, and now met her in this area, we now start moving, and me had carry her like, my Oroyo, my Orokwe. And every guy within that street, they don't. So when we're now moving on the road, I'm falling for me like, man, most beautiful girl in this area, and my babe, and all the guys are killing Chile out there. Girl, we see all of us, win. It doesn't speak well.
So
And later, you're not hearing
in a
somewhere.
way,
You're not hearing
that
somewhere
past
else.
may affect the
It may
relationship.
affect it when someone else tells you. When maybe
do
you
you
now become a
expect
friend.
her to tell you that I slept with the guys in this street?
And she may not tell you, but maybe stylishly, she will let you know that, you know what, my past is not that, growing
Not
up.
good.
She may even give you some reasons why it was like that. Maybe, when I got to school, there was no money, and there were some guys around there who were helping me out. But guys, you guys, we not have somebody without even just asking for one or two things.
You guys are some guys want to know what happened. Hey, babe, wait, what happened?
That's the thing. By the time you now tell them now, their whole world will be devastated. Everywhere will come crumbling
not all
down.
men too.
A lot. A lot.
Lots of men, lots of immature men. Somebody like me, I don't send.
You
I don't
sure?
care about. I'm telling you.
So if a girl
even
tells
if-
you,
If you don't say whether I collect it from somebody and
you,
when I know say you
her
dey
body
person,
count is 35.
And she has committed several abortions.
you didn't even tell me.
If she tells you,
There are some
shouldn't
ladies
even tell me.
they
She
don't,
shouldn't even tell me. So
they
if I
don't
know later-
how to hide stuff
See, let me
because
tell
they
you
are
one
close
thing.
to you because
that
they
was
look
why I
at
said
the future
she
with
shouldn't
you.
say
They want you
everything.
to know something so that in future if anything is up, you go
That was
easily
why I
refer.
said she shouldn't say everything. Like that issue of I did like 10 abortions. You don't have to tell me. Don't tell me.
But she tell you that she has done abortion.
She don't do abortion before. Normal, fine. People they do abortion. You don't want to carry the belly.
once- once she
But I'm
tells
just saying
you-
that she.
once she tells you she has an abortion, you'll be curious to know how many. You don't want to ask the question, how many?
I may not ask how many.
But if she tells somebody else, the person wants to be curious
But
to
if she
know.
not tells me that
How
I'm
many?
He
I
I
said
don't like.
I may, so he may also ask.
I may not ask. So, but what matters is maybe while we're going on with our relationship, we got pregnant, we are okay.
So and if
If I
she
not
doesn't
later hear
get
about that,
pregnant, Jan Michael, and she
Doesn't get
told you
That
have
she has
done
committed
abortion.
That will now, that will now say, okay, you know what? Let's go do a test to find out. Maybe it is not what it was all you did then that is affecting you. So we just have to go out and do that. But everything depends on one thing. One thing I believe in when it comes to relationship is understanding. I don't believe some people say it's communication, it's understanding. So once you understand yourselves,
with what you are saying now, the past does not matter.
it matters. That was why I said you can tell me some of the things you did in the past, some of your past, stylishly, but you don't have to tell me everything. Because there are some things, Yoruba people will say, it must a tintinity or begiri. Okay, me I talk for people. Say you carry plate, you know, begiri soup. They call small fishes come day, fishes resemble begiri. You can't come out, you clean and come out. If your eye come out, say, I don't clean them. Your mind still there, say this thing, I wish I say this never mix with the begiri, the same color, then they look alike. So your mind will still be there somehow in some of those things. So that was why I said you shouldn't say everything. Just look at the kind of receive some of the information. Then it depends on the kind of person you are dealing with. You will know now if you are dealing with a matured guy who can stomach some things. You will know that okay, this one, he loves me. He will take. Even he may be angry when you tell him, like, wow, you did that. Okay, let me give you an example. A lady once told me I was dating a lady, and I didn't know that we had a clash. And okay, she was with me. She was going out, and suddenly she didn't know I was behind her, and she was talking to a guy. And they were like, can you come? I've been to your house. Can you come? I checked your house. You were not there. Where were you? I was like, eh? And now, baby, I like, where? I was like, ah. She didn't know I was at her back. And I said, when she now looked back, and I saw me, she now used code like, oh, my boy, just calm down. She now dropped the call. I didn't talk. I kept quiet.
But you keep on for your mind.
I saw her off to the road.
But you keep on for your mind.
Yes, I saw her after the road. She went. I was expecting her to even, maybe she would explain what it is. She didn't say anything. She left. And I didn't call her. So she didn't call me too because maybe she was feeling guilty. So it was later, I now asked her. She now came back. She was like, what happened between us? I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what happened? Who were you talking to the other time? And I said, actually, I was talking to the person, the man that used to help me out. I used to help me with things. He was the one paying my house rent and stuff. I said, man, like, how old are we talking about? How old is this man? He said, he's about 65. I said, and you are how old? She's 26 years old. The man is 65.
Oh my God.
So now me and one 65-year-old man, they share this thing. And she was like, I'm sorry.
How you gonna feel?
I felt bad, but later I had to pity her. Because when she told me everything, she told me,
now, your mindset in that relationship, did it change?
No.
Are you sure?
Because I'm serious. I asked her a question. I said, are you still with the man? And she told me that it was after that event when she got home that the man came around and she was angry because I knew about it and the way he was talking to her on the phone. So she got angry with the man and they fought.
And there's no outer of doubt.
I'm serious. That was the end.
Because
for me, I stopped thinking
the only way you found out was that you heard. She didn't tell you.
Me.
So now that you found out, it's possible that she's lying too. Or she was lying.
Actually, I didn't even think about that anymore. Because since she had the boldness to come out to tell me what happened, and she told me the reason why she did it, and I advised her that, you know what, you don't have to look down on yourself. You have your business, you can do your business, you can do this. So I advised her on one or two things. I told her one or two things she needs to do so that she wouldn't depend on that man anymore. And
okay, you were trying to look out for her, how she would go. But my concern was the relationship. Now, you know, if something happened, it might change the direction of the relationship if you are not aware.
Normal.
Now, we are looking at, okay, we go marry, or we are taking this thing very serious. And you get to hear some things that you don't know before.
And men don't like that thing when they are finding out from someone else. They don't like it. They really don't. You see, men, even your friends, if your friends are doing some certain things, don't let them know. Because they're just simply going to assume that you are among. And it's very possible for me to have friends that, you know, do one or two that me, I'm not really doing. Like, I'm not even interested in whatsoever. I could have friends.
Your kind of friends are people that are almost thinking like you.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
But I do have one or two or three, you know, a
They may be
sprinkle of
different.
friends that have like different mindset, different mentality, different ideologies. But we're still friends. I don't judge them and I don't criticize them. And for no reason am I interested in joining them doing what they are doing. And
Yeah.
they know to not come to me to say, I'll come and join. They know I would cut them off. So we just respect ourselves from a distance. But the moment a guy knows that you have this clique or this number of friends around you that are into such things, they just automatically assume that I've actually had a situation like that where
Okay.
I had this friend of mine who was, you know, doing one or two funny
Runs,
things.
right?
Yeah, actually, yes. And
Why you calling them
I
funny
just
things?
because I didn't want to come out with it. So I just we were,
Runs, they
and we
funny.
used to talk. And we used to talk often, we communicate often, and you know, she would come around and all of that, and then he asked questions, this, that, and I just randomly told him, like, with nothing in my mind. I wasn't like saying it to even Caster. I just randomly said it, and you know, he absorbed it. And then later on, in a much distant conversation, he now wanted to act like, oh, because your friend is this, so therefore you are. And I was like, nah.
Okay.
So
We need to go on this short
Men.
break. For you that are just joining us, the topic is does the past matter in a relationship? So we're trying to see it from different perspectives. We'll be back in a short while.
Named Mao Zedong at birth, but globally known as Mao Zedong, he was a Chinese revolutionary and founder, People's Republic of China, which he led as chairman of the Chinese Communist Party from 1949 until his death in 1976. He was a communist who believed in the attainment of power by the instrumentality of gun. His wise saying, "Political power grows out of the barrel of gun," formed the major plank of his revolutionary struggle for the control of China. In the long span of his leadership and political power, Mao Zedong relentlessly entrenched the communist philosophy in China, which emphasized the revolutionary struggle of the vast majority of people against the exploiting class and their state structures. The communist leaders defined the class struggle as people's war. Mao Zedong was a story of grass to grace, having risen from peasantry to preeminent status as China's most respected leader. Western Spring Television identifies Mao Zedong as a major character in history.
Particular person can bring that change. Which,
In this situation,
way?
I'm
But it's a
talking about, I
dicey
don't
one.
want.
we change, she will change.
In this
Possible.
situation I'm talking about, I don't want that kind of change.
All right, welcome back to the program. Jokes aside, MC Too Much, Chocolate Cassie, Jamaica, we are here discussing this very interesting topic. Does the past matter in a relationship? Now, let's take it to spirituality, or probably and health issues.
As per Jamaica, like just spiritual person.
If something is wrong spiritually with a person, or when he or she
Like
was
to get a
young,
call,
don't
spiritual husband. And spiritual, that's what you say now.
don't you think the partner to be deserve to know?
100%. 100%, because that is something that will definitely affect you guys in the future. If you have because me, the way I know.
How many guys go stay?
What?
When you say the best when you want marry, get person when they call
I know
arrange
what I know.
fight, you go creep with me.
Exactly. Spiritual husbands, I think they fight. They don't like it when you actually have your own physical husband.
Yes,
So I've heard. So like, if you don't tell him, the guy could lose his life. Because what if your spiritual husband is a jealous person? You're putting the guy's life at risk.
Is anything less spirit? Okay.
Yeah, I've heard, I've seen, so I believe in it. I think it's possible, actually. I think it's possible to have spiritual husband and spiritual wives. I think it's very, even children, if you could actually be in the dream world. I've heard of situations where they are seeing sex with children, all these mommy water things, they always exist, yeah, so it happens. So I feel like if you have that,
if you have a spiritual problem before,
it's best you go for deliverance, clear, make you sure say you don't come
yes,
out
no, wait now, you go, they don't deliver you. Now, do you need to still tell your partner?
If you've been delivered, I don't necessarily think you need to tell him.
Let me give you an instance.
Because if your babe, when you want married, tell you say, I get X spiritual husband. How you go take up? Exactly.
Seriously, what you're saying now, let me give you an instance. About 3 years ago, like 4 years ago, somewhere in Ondo, I saw this beautiful lady in my church. And you know, she used to, whenever she sees me, she would come around to come and play me. Hey, how you doing, Jamaica? Oh, we talk. I can't be interested. So come get another baby in the church. They like me. That one said I don't they close to that girl. Do you know what she did? She came and she told me, you know what? That girl, why are you playing with her? I said, she's a fine girl. I think I'm beginning to like her. I said, don't like her. That girl you see. Now killing younger brother. I was like, killing younger brother. I said, yes, because then give that one meat, we big pass your own. I ain't kill her. I said,
the girl.
How will the girl kill this? Kill. How she go kill a younger brother? Say, she bewitched that time.
That time.
And that everybody know that everybody even she confessed, saying that she killing younger brother.
And what did you do?
I said, what about now? He said they did deliverance for her. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
We they talk, but
with caution.
Immediately,
your intentions,
all the love. It just
but you know to say na bad thing. Now you don't carry a past.
Bad thing. Who knows whether the remaining of the witch can see remains inside her blood? When you can't go chop me because I chop me, we fight over me this house, you can't go die. I cannot come and die young go. So I ran.
You see now that because
I don't know. I say you don't have to say everything. And if I don't hear that one, I will just date her. Maybe if we don't marry now. And again, she's doing well. She's doing very well right now.
And I see, okay.
She's doing very well now.
You see, they don't because I want to ask whether Nas is they operate from that.
No, she was delivered then. But I don't be pastor.
And you know, it's possible for affliction to rise a second time. It's possible that, okay, she's been delivered, but they are missing her in the spirit world. If you can't come again, that one is
so
possible.
now when we're now dating, they now bring her back. And I'll do something, she now come on my eyes. And I'm doing, you see, something like that. So immediately I was told. I ran away. I actually dated the lady that told me.
Wait. You ran away. You don't really love her.
Baba, love is not enough.
What happened to trying to find solutions to issues?
When it comes to spiritual matters now,
this is somebody you love. This is somebody you love.
Your hands off.
Seriously, when they don't tell you,
you don't know the principalities and powers that you're fighting against.
Because I have a spirit.
Wait, so you cannot fight for the one you love.
Okay, fight for the one you love. We've not started the love. We've not started the love. We were just about starting. I never even asked her out. We were just about.
Okay, you know, never.
I was just looking at her like,
but you not say that girl, nah, he used that one to take come out for road.
And I come out successfully, but it was fact. It was reality. It was what happened.
So
because later I had to ask one or two questions, and he said yes, that was then. That then she was still younger, and she actually confessed, and
you never hear any story when she goes to she.
So that I now listen. I now realize. I noticed that in that environment too. Guys there, that's why the fact that she get a fine girl.
Yeah,
guys
running
away. They follow her like that.
Because if you go to any,
no wonder. As get fine rich like this, get everything, get everything there, everything fine. Guys, don't they follow her? Come say maybe that is what that is.
Now, such a lady, we don't want to let her that secret to a man. If she leaves this country or leaves that state for another,
but you know what? It can work. She can leave it out. She can let it out. Probably if you didn't know about it, when you are now married, you have your children, you are okay.
You
if
not
anybody now says
you not be
that,
talking about
if
it.
I'm married to that kind of person, if I'm married to that kind of person, if nobody had told me that,
And she has
if we
been
had gotten
delivered.
married, we have our children, we are doing fine, we are living fine. If you now come and say, oh my lefe, when mo fe, money on look babu and by kill, she killed her younger sister because of me that year. We have been living together, we have our children.
You know, go ask her.
I will ask her, and
if she talks it not true,
that one don't go because we are living fine. We are okay. She no kill me.
You know,
it might be coming in the future.
Wait.
Future only.
You know, fee say
She don't bump again for me. We are living fine. We are okay.
something
She no kill me.
as serious as
How is
that.
not be witchcraft? They even make us the day good. Wait, continue your witchcraft that time.
Okay, now you are taking it to another level.
Okay.
Some people prefer you tell them everything before marriage. Don't bring some secret into marriage.
True.
Now we are dating. You did not tell me. Now when we don't marry, finish the night after our wedding because say I felt be wish. Why you not
that
talk
would
I'm
be
not,
the
I'm not
biggest
married
betrayal,
now,
honestly.
but my parents and some people around me used to tell me a lot of things about marriage. Marriage about a lot of things. Most of these people that you see that are married, you are married.
Yeah.
There are lots of things you will able. There are some things you will hear later you will forgive. You just feel like, well.
But I feel like
what
there are
happened
some,
to the betrayal and all
there
of
are some
that?
certain things
but
like, you know, there are
the fact that you are
situations,
married.
there are situations where men already, like, they've had like past marriages, they were married before they divorced, and then they come looking for you and they marry without telling you that they were formerly married. There are men that do that, and I feel like that's the ultimate.
Some say they have children.
Exactly.
Women too. Not
Exactly.
only
Yeah,
men.
it goes both
Women,
ways,
because
yes.
they don't say
Even what
men,
happened to
men,
one of my
men.
guys,
It goes
five
both ways.
became five.
And
He
it's
tell the guys
wrong.
didn't get just one.
It's
He
wrong.
tell the guys didn't get just one.
The lady don't born 5.
Five. I'm telling you.
She can't tell the guys now one.
I'm telling you.
I feel like
He tell the
in
guy.
that-
So
in
when
that-
when
in that
the guy
kind of
found out the guy was
situation-
like, 5.
In
The
that
guy
kind
ran
of
away, but-
situation, you really need to come out. You need to speak about that one. When it comes to having children, being married
that
before,
one is-
you really need to tell your
So
partner.
what you are trying to say is some secrets can stay for a relationship but not a marriage.
Yes.
When you're in a relationship, we can say, okay.
Because
you don't need to know.
doesn't mean
But
I
when you're
want
taking
to-
it, when you're taking that step further, you need to let out some
True.
of these things because there is possibility of the husband or something will happen in future that may refer you back
Exactly.
to that.
But not
Because you can't
not
even
use
tell.
this witchcraft to
You can't tell. You see, your husband or your wife in future
doing
might
fine, we are
decide to go
living fine already.
for,
You now come and tell
let's
me
say,
that
a
my-
political post. And you know how it is for all these politicians. When your opponents are trying to get you,
Michael.
they want to find everything they can use, every scandal. If you're someone that maybe you had a sex
Skeleton
tape that
in
was
your
released
cupboard.
in the past, and maybe it's in died down back then. I feel like you need to tell your partner something like this, because once if he wants to vie for presidency or governorship, and then while he's doing his campaign, it's not time for you to speak as the future wife to be.
not bring it out.
The future first lady. The next thing you are saying that your wife actually has a sex tape that was released back then. You know, that would just spoil things for you. But if he knows ahead of time, he can actually go and kill the news. Make sure it doesn't come out, like conceal it. Be your partner in it. So I feel like there are some certain things that your partner should just know. If not, they can cause some
That's
sort of.
before the marriage.
Yes, before the marriage,
or
of course.
in the marriage.
Before. Let him
But-
now have the
but
option of
some-
saying, I will love you regardless.
I know the way she said. He said so. There are some things.
Because,
there are some things, but not
those ones-
Not everything.
Those ones that you feel I need to let him know before marriage, and you tell him, and you never expected him to take it the way he took it. Some people might end the relationship at that point.
And that's understandable.
Your conscience will be clear.
Exactly.
That at
It's
least
understandable.
I don't tell him.
Because
can't-
it better
can't-
pass when you don't marry. He can't find out. Can't break the marriage. And they are already children.
What of person
better.
don't even get this thing where they wear this thing, wear everything like this, and after the wedding,
No,
a day after
no,
the
that
wedding,
No, I feel like
every
you
year's
know.
go.
You know
That-
now. Except
that
having a
one-
The guy
non-sexual.
don't know now. It happened now. When the guy did, she get
If there a day to go rich marry, you don't know say now.
They never made out.
And immediately after the wedding, they got home on the honeymoon
never
day.
did
and
what?
They never made out. Like,
Okay,
you
they
know,
never
there was
made-
no fair play,
It
nothing.
ain't like that. That is someone that is pretending. May not allow you.
Okay, no,
Wow.
sex,
Tell you that.
no sex before marriage.
The person may tell you that, I don't want to do
but
that.
there's freedom of touching and all of that.
So everybody know. I posted a picture on my group one day. I said, "Tell me what is wrong in this picture." The lady was wearing this
Padded hips.
padded hips, and all this everything. Guys don't even feel recognized. Now me come and tell them say, "I say you don't see now." Oh yeah, look, I go circle, I go circle the
But I
place.
feel like if you
Look at
touch
what-
it, you can tell that this is
Some
not the
guys-
original.
Can't you touch
Don't be-
your woman,
See,
your
don't
wife
everybody
to
feel
be?
know that you know. No, miss everybody.
No, I
Oh
don't
my
need
God.
to
Some things we
know.
know. Now, some things we know.
I
and
don't-
you feel like everybody should know.
John Michael, I don't need to know. There are some things that I don't need to know, but I need to touch them.
Because somebody that is wearing
Not because I want to do anything, but woman where I want
But
marry
do you
for
know
her.
that there are
Person-
some women
I
who will tell
never-
you that, you know what, according
See,
to my religion, I don't think
person
don't
wey
touch
dey
me.
religious no go dey bother to wear padded dips. What is she trying to attract?
She knows that she know they religious, but she knows that you go buy am if I tell you say according to our church, then tell us say we no do
wait,
this kind of
wait.
thing. You will
What-
buy it, not
what-
not
what-
everybody.
What is the essence to tell me say she get and she no get?
Yes, now
To attract you.
it happened.
And you don't
now,
enter.
go and Google it. It
You
happened.
now find
Well,
out.
It was after the wedding.
That
during
he
the
knew
honeymoon,
that-
the guy realized that the lady didn't. And
How many
that's-
weeks they did? Because
Exactly.
I don't believe
it's
say
like
they did
baffling.
still.
Do you know that some ladies will be dating and when you go to their house, they want to go and bath and they will tell you that, I'm sorry, I want to bath. Come and be going. And you tell them that,
wait
no,
now.
I can just look away.
I
and
don't
you go
feel
and-
my
they say,
babe.
no, go.
Wait.
They never hugged.
They
Like
no
there was-
Don't be
They don't
every
touch.
guy get sense. So the way you dey reason, don't be every guy when you see wear
No,
clothes. Don't be all of them
that
get
guy,
sense. So I'm telling
that
you.
guy no try. That guy no try. So you
See,
mean
we
say
are
for
different-
relation,
that was why
we
I
don't
said we are
talk
from
say
different backgrounds.
premarital sex, but
Where you grow up,
Like
matters.
cuddling,
The kind
like
of people you grow up
nothing
with
happens.
matters. It matters a lot. There's some things maybe say me now. Guy go.
Ah.
There's some things when guy go tell me where you tell me this guy this one like Joko Jari. We be boring and we know how to
we
do
were
it.
ja-
But some guys when you say she told me that kiniko the guy go for hey.
John Michael.
I'm telling you
when
that
we are
like
talking about marriage,
God.
we're talking about marriage here. Forever is the case.
yes.
Now, I don't feel owe your waist. I don't talk say I want.
Do you
What
know
if I
that
derive joy spanking
I have
like,
seen
oh
a
baby,
pastor
I just
rebuke.
spanked.
I've seen a pastor rebuke somebody in their church. Two people who were about getting married in their church because they had their pre-wedding picture and they were just holding waist like this. It was like, you are not yet married to this lady and you are holding her waist. What's up?
the pastor
scolded
will
them.
rebuke
So
it.
if pastor can scold them, look at the kind of preaching they will be preaching to them as well.
We
Don't
all
touch yourself.
know that.
Don't touch.
But behind closed doors, of course, they would want to one or two
No be
hug or something.
every guy you.
Huh.
Have you watched this movie? Go back and watch this movie, The Adulteress. Then Saint Obi and this lady.
Who are you taking us to back?
No, just go and watch the movie, The Adulteress. Go and download it. Go and watch it. You will see what happened there. The same thing. The lady was like, guy, let us try. Yeah, no. But the guy knew his own problem. That was why I was running away. And at the end of the day, lady, after they got married, they started killing any guy since with the lady. But it was because of a problem.
That's
Go and watch
crazy.
the movie, The Adulteress.
But if a lady can deceive a guy like that,
Guys deceive ladies
I
too.
don't know.
Everybody deny.
It goes- it rolls both
You-
ways, actually.
Not be that one. Say you they wear things.
It rolls both ways. You
know.
see,
What about guys? Wait, don't
You
get.
see-
Guys, wait.
No,
Oh,
that one is quite possible.
But you
Uh-huh.
know, you'd see guys
gonna
that
tell you, say-
whenever, while you guys are dating and she's coming to visit you, it's your guy's house that she's coming to see with your pictures and everything. Some guys go the extreme. They will carry their frame and everything, put in their guy's house. The babe will be thinking, oh, my guy is where to do, my fiancé is where to do his wedding. Then you now do marriage and it's time to go for, go to.
Now-
A lot of things.
Exactly.
Some guys say no even. You know, I can tell you that
it
it's according to.
happens.
And you
What
touch it.
happened
When you
to
touch
a
it, you feel
lady?
something there. Yeah, something is there, but
What
it's not
happened
working.
to a lady that
telling you.
lost her womb due to abortion and decided not to tell her husband to be?
Oh, that's
I don't want to talk about this because something like that it happened recently. Someone told me about it
To you?
recently. I don't want to talk about it. Let me just keep
Let
it
me
quiet.
ask whether
It
it's
happened
to you.
around here, somewhere around here, and I told the person that the person needs to fight it out. She was like, the person womb was removed and the person didn't even know about it.
She didn't know.
Yeah.
She herself.
Now brothers know about IT Apple.
I don't understand.
Wow.
Let's leave the matter.
She did not know
All
that
right,
her womb was removed.
She didn't know.
But she
It's
committed
been a
abortion.
nice time
went.
on the show today,
Oh,
and
wow.
I want to really celebrate them. This issue is a very serious one. Before we go, does the past really matter?
Like I said before, it varies. There are some certain things, some certain facts that you really, really, really need to tell your partner. And forget whether your partner is going to fight or say, I would break up with you. It's best that you're giving that person a choice. Knowing fully well that, okay, fine, if he accepts you like that, you know that he's going to accept you in all totality. He's not going to judge you because he has said he's fine. Before the marriage, not that after marriage you now come and talk and it's not like, okay, you decide to leave, then he's a bad person. And there are some that you actually have to just keep your mouth shut about, honestly, for the sake
not
of
minding.
Yes,
the
there are some that
implication.
you just I don't feel like those ones will actually have major implications. Honestly, there are some trivial things that you will just affect maybe the guy's ego or the lady's ego, or you just make them be insecure about other sex around you, other genders around you. But there are some that have, you know, such high weights. If you don't reveal it, those ones you must talk about it. Those ones, in that case, the past does matter.
All right. Thank you so very much,
Yeah.
Chocolate Cassie. Ja Michael.
It matters, but it depends on the kind of person you are dealing with. Once you know the kind of person you're dealing with, once you know the person can stomach a lot of things, try your partner with something little. Check his reaction. Then you will know whether, if you tell him
The
something
big one.
big or tell her the big thing, then you will know how he or she will react.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Here we'll draw the curtain. Next week will be another time. Does the past matter in a relationship? That was the topic for today. My name is MC Too Much. You can get past episode of this show on YouTube, Western Spring Television. Instagram, you can follow us, Western Spring Television, Twitter, and Facebook. Next week will be another time. Enjoy your
We
night.
don't even fight today. Hey, we don't fight.